Saturday will mark a year since the overturning of Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court. WAAY 31's Georgia Clark joins us live now after speaking with Alabama activists on both sides of the issue. Georgia, what do they have to say?
Well, Nikel, the building behind me used to be one of only 3 clinics in the entire state that provided abortions. And one man I spoke with spent much of his time outside pacing and protesting the practice. Reverend James Henderson spent many years outside the Alabama Women's Center, and he says the overturning of Roe v. Wade is a relief.
Well, I can only say that it was really a pleasant surprise when it was overturned last year. And it was such a relief after 30 years of being out here in the cold and heat and rain, and a blessing to not have to come back. But we would if we had to.
Henderson's goal has always been acting as an advocate for the unborn.
Well, the unborn babies have no advocates but us, and we are the advocates for the unborn. So we speak for them, and we speak for life.
I spoke with Heidi Miller of the Yellowhammer Fund, a nonprofit based out of Birmingham that once helped women get abortions across the Deep South. They remain dedicated to helping women in need.
We were already helping clients in other ways as well, with like diaper distribution, baby wipes, pads and tampons to address period poverty. And one of our our most prolific program at this point is our emergency contraception by mail program.
Miller believes when these big decisions are made, the South is often forgotten in the aftermath.
If people pay attention to the South, it tends to be places like, say, Georgia or Texas, where they have much larger metropolitan areas. And then we see that, states like ours, Alabama, states like Mississippi, Arkansas, we are just kind of utterly forgotten. We don't see a whole lot of movement from national orgs.
Yellowhammer Fund plans to launch their Repro Bus tour on Saturday, visiting 5 cities across the state this summer, including Huntsville, where they will pass out reproductive health and baby products. When asked about the children who have been brought into a world where they weren't necessarily wanted, how do you help those kids? Henderson says they've worked hard to better the foster care system in Alabama by passing legislation that makes it easier for people to adopt and foster. Reporting live in Huntsville, Georgia Clark, WAAY 31 News.